Good afternoon, class and professor. My name is Marlena Merchant. Today I want to talk about a particular social norm in China. Did you know that China has over 1 billion people living in their country, while the United States has less than half that amount? China's population could have been increased by 250 million people if it wasn't for the One-Child Policy Act. Since 1979, China has had the One-Child Policy to ease the increase of rapid population growth in the community. I want to share with you the social etiquettes of this norm in China, reasons why the policy is in place, how it has affected the community, the incentives for the policy, and the consequences for not following it. The One-Child Policy has been in effect in China for more than 30 years. The policy was not intended to raise rates of abortion, increase the number of children put up for adoption, or have individuals feel they have lost their human rights, although all of this did happen. The One-Child Policy was intended to save the development of the community from being compromised by the very rapid growth in human population, and to minimize the unique challenges that will soon come when the population has gotten too big. What kind of challenges do you think they might experience? Well, one challenge that China could have potentially faced with the rapid increase of population is providing education for children. In 1995, over 25 million new students were enrolled each school year, and by 2008, that number had reduced by 1/3. If that number was never reduced, China might have started to limit education to certain children, perhaps only to boys. Other potential challenges China could have faced without having the One-Child Policy Act in place are high energy usage, consumption, employment, and living spaces. The effect the policy has had on the community has its pros and cons. The cons from the policy are that there is now a surplus of about 30 million men compared to how many women are in China. Birthing mothers of second children are forced to have abortions or give their child up for adoption. There will possibly be struggles for social skills to children growing up without siblings. Also, without having only one child, that child will be responsible for taking care of their parents and grandparents. If the child is unable to do that, the older generation will require more care from the government. Pros to the policy are the reduction of fertility, healthier environment, better health care, more available jobs, and the benefits that come with following the policy. The government wants the community of China to follow the One-Child Policy. And what is the best way to get people to do what you want? Incentives. The government has incentives for following the policy. You might now ask, what are the incentives? And are they worth it? If you follow the policy, you get preference with housing, schooling, health services. They will also get stronger social security systems, retirement funds, and bonuses. Would these incentives be enough for you to have only one child? Individuals who do not follow the One-Child Policy are shunned by the government. They receive no financial help, lose many benefits such as health services, education, and housing. The One-Child Policy has been in effect for over 3 decades, and I don't see the policy going away anytime soon. I do wonder how the policy would affect individuals in the United States if we were to have it. How would it make you feel? Would you abide by the rule? What are your thoughts? Social norms are unique to each community, state, and country. These norms are formed by what best works for each location, and each place is slightly different from another. Just because the United States does not have the same child policy as China does not make us better or worse off. It simply comes down to the fact that the United States is not at a high risk of overpopulation as China is. The One-Child Policy in China, whether you believe the social norm is right or wrong, is very effective and has done what the government hoped for, which is slow down and reduce the population in China's community. Is there any questions, comments, or concerns? I'd be happy to try to answer any of them. Thank you for the attention and interest in my presentation today. Bye.